Hello, in this video I'm going to show you some basic Cisco IOS commands and the purpose of them. Let's get started. First command I'm going to show you is show IP interface brief command. What's the purpose of this command is this command shows this is a very useful command. This command shows all the interfaces and their status. As you can see here, the status. The keyword status tells whether the interface is up or down. This is the physical status of the interface, whether there's a cable is connected to the interface or not. Um, the other one is a protocol here. This protocol shows if the interface is operational or not. You might see sometimes the protocol is the status is up but the protocol is down. Is because of might be a security violation. The next command I'm going to show you is no exit timeout. What we do is configure terminal and line console 0 no exit. What this command does is no timeout for console, which is infinite, because the default timeout for the router is the 5 minutes. If the console timeout before 5 minutes, then the router will be waiting for prompt to a new session. So if you say no exit timeout here, and another command is logging synchronous. Logging synchronous. What this command does is when you are typing a command, the command line interface will output the notification on top of whatever you are typing. So this will interrupt your typing, whatever you are typing, and you won't be able to see that. So these commands will help to refreshes your screen in case the console messages are coming up when you are typing it. So this will refresh your screen. There is another command is no IP domain lookup. What the useful of this command is, let's say instead of typing exit, you accidentally type it IT, and what the router or switch will think is you are trying to resolve to a domain server, and then you see that it's trying to translating exit to domain server, but this is not you don't want it to translate to a domain server. You actually typed a wrong a command, right? So if you wanted to avoid this kind of problem, no IP domain lookup command. So this command will say do not look for domain if I type a command misspell, right? The no IP domain command will tell like actually our switch that it shouldn't try for any DNS lookups. So now whenever you type a wrong command, you don't have to wait for a DNS lookup. Then this will never be successful. So what we do is we go to the configure terminal, and then I say no IP domain lookup, and then I go back again to that privilege exit mode. I do the same thing, exit, and say it says translating unknown command or computer name. So if I type again, it will say it's an unknown command. There's another one. Let's say you back and forth, you're going to a configuration terminal, configure terminal. So every time you put configure terminal, let's say you're going back and forth configure terminal, it's a lot of typing. Let's say instead of it, you can create an alias on this. So in this alias, what this would do is if I type C and then enter, and I'm saying okay, you go to that, run that configure terminal command. So how the way I create this is alias, let's say for now I'm going to show you. See, what I do is now I have to put configure terminal in order to go to the global configuration. So instead of that, what I would do is after I set it up alias, I will just type C and enter. This will go right away to the configure terminal. But now it says ambiguous command because it wasn't set up yet. So configure terminal, I'm going to say alias exec and then C. That's what we're going to assign to configure terminal, and then enter. And then I'm going to go here at exit. I'm going to type again for C only, enter configure terminal. You see that? I'm going to type C and then enter. Then we will go into that global configuration. Right now you see that we going just connecting to the switch, and then automatically we are on the user exec mode. But how do you protect your console connection? So we can assign a password to the line console. So line console password assigned for protecting the line console. So not anyone can access the switch via console, but before I go to the user mode, I have to type to the console command. This way we can ensure not just anyone can connect to the switch via console. So how do we do that? So what we do is we're gonna go into the enable here, configure terminal, line console 0. I'm gonna say password Cisco. Let's say Cisco, and then prompt me when I log in. And I'm gonna hit exit. I'm gonna go, just let's say pretend we are connecting to that console. It's gonna ask for the password. Without the password you won't be able to go, so I have to put the correct password, Cisco. I put the Cisco. That's what we created. So we are at the user exec mode. Now by enable typing enable, we can go easily on the privilege exec mode. How do you protect the privilege exec mode? We can do that too here, and we're gonna see we're gonna go into the configure terminal, and then we're gonna say enable secret. We're gonna say, let's say any password. I'm gonna say privilege. So now let's say anyone connected to the console, they need that the password to connect to the console. So we know the password Cisco, we entered, we are connected. Let's say they want to make some changes on the switch, they need to have that privilege exec password. If they type it enabled, it will ask for the password. If they don't have a password, they won't be able to succeed. So we have the password privilege privilege, and we are at the privilege exec mode now. Now we can make any changes on that switch. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please subscribe my channel for more videos, and I will see you again on the next one. Thank you.